That better? Can you hear me now? Uh, yeah, this is just a test anyway, so it's not like I'm really hardcore going into all that things. I'm just trying out a different program for tracking my model in VR. So we're using Live as opposed to the VR program that I've been using, which is Tracking World. Which, don't get me wrong, Tracking World is very nice. It does a lot of things that I like. It is independently made, but the problem is that it fails in many aspects because it's essentially trying to run 2 VR games at once, and it just fails. Because Tracking World also seems to be very heavy GPU wise. So we're doing the same thing that we did the other day, and we're just kind of just throwing ourselves at a wall to see if anything crashes. So far, nothing's happened. And
Alex?
everything's been fine enough that I've actually been able to turn up the settings to medium. And so far, I'm not feeling any sort of slowdown or things like that. So I might just swap to using Live from this point on. I think there's a way to disable it. I just have to actually make an account. It's just I'm purely testing it right now, so I didn't want to actually make an account for something that I didn't know I was going to use. So it's completely free to try out. I don't know if there's if I have to pay them or something in order to get rid of the watermark, but either way, I wanted to test this out because it seems to just be better in every way, shape, and form to Tracking World. Because if it works better, I can't really. Yeah, and it's what's the. It just feels lighter. I don't know how to explain it other than this feels like it's way lighter on my system, so I can get away with a little bit more. And then on top of that, I've said this before, I stream to my headset because I'm doing that. I think I'm also doing a Discord stream right now as well, so you can check that out if you want to see how well that's working. I'm in the nerds, I'm pretty sure. Let me check. Yeah, I'm Discord streaming as well, so it's everything seems to be working great. I don't know why I opted to use Tracking World over Live, because I've heard way better things about. Heck, can you hear me? Heck,
I didn't hear that
okay.
port open.
Yeah, so I'm honestly impressed with what this has been able to do so far, and wow, that is massive. You're bigger than me on the stream.
Oh. Oh wow.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Once again, it's not like this is a stream. This is purely testing out Live to see how well it works in comparison to everything else. Yeah, just run. I see how it is. All right. Anyway,
What frame rate does Twitch stream at?
I think I have it set to 60, but it may only be 30. I don't know.
Okay, because Discord, the stream on Discord looks nicer than the one on Twitch. I was just saying in terms of frame rate, but it could be because Twitch is at 30.
Yeah. Well, okay. Discord should also only be 30.
Yeah, it should be actually, but Discord, I don't know.
I think part of it is that it's also 720/30. So maybe it's just a little bit easier to run.
That's fair.
Because here's the thing, is that not only have I messed around with settings, so I'm actually running at medium settings now for the game. I'm also... I don't know if I'm actually getting the full... I don't know if I'm actually getting the full 120, but I actually do have it set to go all the way up to 120 FPS. And I have bitrate and everything maxed out. So it's like, I'm noticing that this is honestly just running way better than it ever did with Tracking World. And then on top
it
of
does
that,
look a lot smoother.
yeah, and on top of that, this program actually has like a couple of added benefits because with compatible games, I can actually put a virtual camera in the world, so it actually, you guys can see me like interacting with objects and things. Like as if I'm actually in the room.
Is that how people do it with like Beat Saber and stuff?
Yes.
Okay. Because I've seen that before. I never really understood.
Yeah. Once again, I've been wanting to try out this program for a while. It's just I didn't see a reason to use it over Tracking World. Man, was I wrong.
So.
I mean, if it is paid, that would be a downside.
I don't think it is, though. That's the thing. I just think you just need an account, and you can get rid of the watermark. And it's like, if it's just drop a fake email real quick and get rid of the watermark, yeah, all right, bet.
You don't trust it enough to put your own email in there?
I mean, I just mean in general. I have a lot of things going to my main email, you know?
That's why I have like
even
3
more
emails.
newsreaders. Exactly, that's my point.
Well, I
So
still
just
check
drop
them
it
all.
into like my
Just-
drop it into one of my secondaries. Man, this guy is stupid. I've killed him like 6 times in this exact manner of just standing right here.
Okay.
So it's... Oh yeah, also another thing that I do like about this program is that if you'll notice, if I move around, the camera will slowly kind of make its way back to me. Which I really like. That was something that was really annoying about Tracking World, is that one, you can accidentally just interact with the camera, which is annoying to say the very least. And then number 2 is that, like, you know, I pretty much have to be facing one direction at all times. Granted, you know, I still want to be facing the camera because I can turn my back to it and things like that, but, you know, I know where it is, and I know that, like, the camera will try to focus on me so that I don't have to crouch or in order to get into the camera frame, or, you know, move in, like, a specific manner, or be standing in a specific spot. So, yeah, pretty good. I'm very impressed with Liv, to say the very least.
Yeah.
So the Noam Chomsky quest may continue soon. I'm getting this achievement. I 100% want to hundo Half-Life Alyx. Like, of all VR games to do it, you gotta do the VR game, you know?
Yeah.
Man, Valve, make more VR games. Where's my Portal VR? Like,
I know,
official.
I need Portal VR.
I would love Portal VR. I mean, granted, as long as they make it so then it's, like, not really motion sickening, because, like, I've heard people trying to run, like, the original Portal in VR, and it's just...
I mean, yeah, how can you do, like, the momentum jumping through portals without...
Exactly,
just, like,
that's what I'm
making
saying.
everyone terrified.
No, I'm
I think that'd be the fun part.
Man.
I've never, thankfully, had a problem with getting motion sick in VR.
I mean, I had it, like, a little bit, like, when I was starting out, but, like, you know, you get your legs pretty quickly.
Well, yeah, I did get a pretty bad headache whenever I played Alien Isolation VR, but that was a mod.
Yeah, that's a mod. That's a flat game turned into VR. It's
Yeah.
like, that's understandable.
It's a pretty good mod. I mean, the game had like a VR mode that was in development for a while, and then they just canceled it. So,
Yeah.
but like a lot of the files were still there. But it was definitely disorienting. Although apparently it's gotten better. I want to play it again.
Alex?
I am
Alex?
so impressed that this is just working. Gosh dang, I feel bad for having to give up on Tracking World because it is a good program. It's just, man, it's not as well optimized as Live is clearly.
Yeah, do you have like stock in it or something?
No, it's just it's an independent developer, and it's like it was made by one guy, and it works fairly well.
It doesn't work the best.
What?
If it doesn't work the best.
But yeah, that's the problem. Is if it doesn't work the best, then I can't really. It's like on top of that, let me go and show off like a few other things that I can do real quick. Is that if I go into cameras, one, I can actually have multiple cameras, which is pretty nice. But I can also just adjust how the camera works. I can make it a third-person camera, so it just follows me around. I can make it first person, so then you guys can see how I'm seeing things, and I could just like overlay it, for example.
That's
so
kind of
guys...
that would also be kind of neat for Beat Saber.
Yeah. Mixed reality, but I don't know how to get that working. But yeah,
What does
it's
that
like
even mean? Foot.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. But I mean, I guess you guys can get the peak foot content. I don't know. Somebody's probably into that. I don't know why you would be into sideboard feet, but you know what? What?
Wrong website.
Wrong website. And it's like, if I want to as well, like if I have like the stuff for it, I can also like have like not only just full body tracking, but I can also have like face tracking. So like gestures and things like that.
Yeah, I've seen those cameras people will like put on the front of their headset that like hangs in front of your mouth.
Yeah, that just is just for mouse tracking. Yeah.
I think those are interesting.
Yeah, but I'm excited to see where this program takes me. Because I mean, if it's more lightweight, I can run the games better with more options. The games are prettier. Oh wait, hold up. Did the stream crash?
Still open.
It
lagged a little bit, but
well, yeah, it lagged a second for me too, and it's like
that's
probably the worst it's been so far. I mean, I'll have to like actually like test it, like actually play a few levels. Maybe I'll do that later today. I don't know. Depends on how I'm feeling.
Wonder if you can benchmark like VR.
I think you can, but I think that it requires like a toolkit that actually costs like $2.
That's fair.
And it's like, why would I do that when I could just not? But just the big thing is that I know if this game crashes, then it will crash everything. And that's more what I'm trying to trigger, and I haven't triggered it.
Yeah.
So we might just go ahead and just end for now, just because once again I'm just testing things. But the fact that it just works, and like I haven't had any issues just after going through the initial setup. I might just go ahead and just end stream, make an account real quick, and just see if I can get rid of the watermark.
And it's definitely an improvement.
Yeah, it feels like an improvement. For everything. And I think as well as like with the compatible games, like I said, something that would be nice is that, since I have an ultra wide monitor, I did try like streaming games to you guys before and it just didn't work, right?
Yeah.
I think that I can actually just use Live to give you guys a perspective of what I'm seeing, so then I can and I can just use that output as opposed to my monitor's output. Which would be nice.
Yeah, that would make a little bit of sense.
Because don't get me wrong, I love my ultra-wide monitor, but man, it's really given me issue with VR specifically, and I don't know why of all things, the thing that it's not even using the monitor for, it's causing me problems with.
Yeah. It's not that bad on stream, but it does cut off a little bit of the left side.
Well, okay, that's also just my fault. I cropped it in VR, so it's not like I really... it's because you're talking about Alex specifically, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no. That's purely my fault. It's just I couldn't get a good crop in VR when you're using just like the little Steam view of your monitor.
That's fair.
But if I'm using a keyboard and mouse, it would be fine. It'll fit probably perfectly in the viewer. To be honest, it's just me bad. But yeah, so I think I'm gonna do that. I think we're gonna go and just end the stream, and I'll just work with Liv a little bit more.
Yep.
Thank you for stopping by and helping me benchmark things.